Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pace Studio on the Road. We are live at this beautiful studio, Instrument Head Live in East Nashville, and we're live with Lera Lynn today. Lera, Todd, thank you for joining us, man. This is great.
Thank you for having us.
So glad to be here.
Yeah, this is easily the coolest thing I've done in 8 months, so I'm really glad that you are kicking this series off. We appreciate it so much. And congratulations to you. On My Own, the record is out in the world right now. We're going to hear some music from it. We'll hear some music from, I'm not sure if they're all, I probably should have asked you this before, whether they're all from the record or from across the catalog, but regardless, we're going to hear music. And what's coming up first?
We're going to start with one from On My Own, and we will be doing all songs from On My Own since it's so fresh. And this one is called A Light Comes Through.
If I saw you, I would say I'm okay, I made it through another day, at least a day. And I'd say, let's get a drink, something strong, let's forget together what went wrong. We'd laugh about those better days before you turn. But oh, this time has made it fade, and now I don't care about all these holes that you made, 'cause the light comes through now. Sometimes the light comes through now. And you tell me about where you've been, tales of the cosmos and being born again. And I'd feel an ease settling in, and I'd play a song on the stereo, one you love, one you know. And when Brenda Lee sings I'm sorry, I know you are too. But oh, this time has made it fade, and now I don't care about all these holes that you made, 'cause the light comes through now. Sometimes the light comes through now. But oh, this time has made it fade, and now I don't care about all these holes that you made, 'cause the light comes through now. Sometimes the light comes through now.
Thank you. This sounds great, man. You, Lera, and Todd sound wonderful together, so thanks for sharing the music with us today.
Thank you.
And can you, so in contrast to this duo setup that you're playing for us live today, on the record, that was all you. So you played everything, wrote everything, produced everything, Lera, on My Own. Can you talk a little bit about, I mean, that I would imagine a lot of that happened by necessity because of the way the world is right now. But can you talk about what that process was like and maybe some of the stuff that you learned along the way doing everything and wearing all the hats yourself?
Sure. Well, I actually made this record before the pandemic was ever even spoken, before I knew anything about a pandemic in 2019. And I think I was really craving a challenge, personal challenge. I released a record in 2018 called Plays Well With Others, which was 100% collaborative. I wrote and recorded duets with a bunch of different singer-songwriters from Nashville, and we tracked everything together in Florence, Alabama with John Paul White
nice.
co-producing. And for this record, I wanted to really distill the process down to just myself and see what I could come up with on my own, hence the title of the record. And I also really wanted to explore writing songs using the studio instead of sitting with an acoustic guitar, as I have done for most of my career. So it was really a liberating and challenging process working by myself.
Good. Well, I'm glad that you got to have that experience and were liberated. It's a wonderful, wonderful record. We've been listening to it all morning. I mean, I've been listening to it for weeks. We've been listening to it all morning here in the studio. So thank you for sharing this music with us live today. We're about to hear one more from On My Own. What's coming up second today?
This is Are You Listening? Ready? 1, 2, 1.
As a child, I would dream of the bottom of the sea. If I swam deep enough, there was air to breathe. A world between worlds where anything could be. They were hanging out, partying, fancy free. All sorts of souls and all the colors you could dream. And no one ever spoke except to say to me, are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? There's a song that plays for you, can't you see? You wrote the music, you sing the melody. Now on the other side, I still believe if you swim down deep enough, there's room to breathe. Yeah, there's dark, but there's light, and there's gold in between. And in the gold, I'm told's a door for you, one that only opens for eyes anew to a world where love is the only truth. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? There's a song that plays for you, can't you see? You wrote the music, you sing the melody, sing the melody, sing the melody. I know there's something on the other side. Ooh, I feel a spirit moving in me and I can't deny. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? There's a song that plays for you, can't you see? You wrote the music, you sing the melody, sing the melody, sing the melody. I know there's something on the other side. Ooh, I feel a spirit moving in me and I can't deny. Oh, I feel a spirit moving in me all around us, something around us that I can't deny. You sing the melody, sing the melody, sing the melody, sing the melody.
I love the singular clap.
I know, dude, if the internet could clap back at you, there's a ton of people on the other side of these cameras. We've got a great audience tuned in right now. So there are indeed
everybody.
people watching. I'm sure that people are clapping at home and it's not just me. But I'm going to keep singular
Hey
clapping
man, even
after
just
these.
the singular clap is more than we're getting in these days.
So the images behind you, we're at Instrument Head Live, which is Michael, who you met, has taken these wonderful images you see behind me. There's
So cool.
There's a book as well of, 370 images of people and their instruments here. And so this is a very musical environment, clearly, that we're in, and it's a great environment to talk about influences. And I know, you talked about wanting to hear some of your favorite artists record in a similar environment to the one that you chose to do on your own, where it was just on your own without any external input. Can you talk about some of the artists, some of your favorites who you'd really like to see do a similar project to what you did?
Oh, geez. Well, Jeff Buckley's not around anymore, but he was a big influence of mine, and I would love to hear what he would do all by himself in the studio. How does Jeff Buckley play the drums? Or how did he play the drums? I know Paul McCartney has a new record coming out that he recorded all on his own, so I can't wait to hear that. He was one of the inspirations for me doing this. McCartney. Is that confusing? Paul McCartney's record called McCartney?
Yeah, it looks a little bit weird on paper.
I believe he played everything on that record, so who else would I like to hear? Oh, geez,
Andy Schaaf kind of plays all of his stuff himself anyway, so.
Yeah, but as far as influences, people that I would love to hear do that, it'd be really interesting to hear Joni Mitchell do something like that.
Yeah, good one.
Gosh, she's such a prolific writer and such a talented instrumentalist, too. I wonder how she would play bass or drums.
Was that for you? Was that did you learn how to play things for this record, or was were you already relatively well versed in all the instruments
already
that you
really
played?
good at everything when I actually didn't learn to play any instruments either. I just faked my way through it, as they say. It's difficult for me to answer that question because I live in Nashville where everyone is 10 times better at everything than you are, no matter who you are. There's always somebody way better. But it was my first time recording myself playing bass. I've had some experience recording drums. I played a lot of the drums on my Resistor record, all of the drums.
Nice. Well, you faked it beautifully.
Thanks.
I'm really enjoying the record On Your Own. In case you, the internet, are just joining us right now, On Your Own is the record that's
It's on
my
my
own. My goodness, yeah. You, the internet, on your own, in front of your computers. On My Own is the record that we're listening to music from, and
Yes.
there's more coming up. What are you going to do third today?
Okay, we'll do another one from the new record. This one's called So Far.
My, look at what I've done to you. Look at what I've put us through this time. I undid all I could undo and never even faced you. But I can't remember why I left you today. Today you're another life, a happy memory far away. So far away. Time has worn away the clarity, has worn away the reasons why I cry. So why did I feel a pull to break free? Can someone remind me how we died? 'Cause I can't remember why I left you today. Today you're another life, a happy memory far away. So far
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, this is a total pleasure. This is the very coolest thing that I've done since March, so thank you for kicking this
Likewise.
whole thing off. I'd like to talk a little bit about in case people who are listening right now are not already familiar with the record, the lyrics are personal, and there's a lot of stuff about growing up, life situations and life decisions that are maybe well, I can't say it particularly eloquently. Can you talk about some of the life situations that you describe on the album and some of those personal lyrics that people can hear on My Own?
You know, such a romantic life being a musician and touring around the world. I love it so much. I mean, it's so hard and so rich, and it's really a beautiful thing that we get to do. But I think I started to question it in ways. I mean, of course, you question everything that you're doing as a career, I'm sure, at times. I started to question being gone all the time and dedicating my life to other people, the fans. And that's also a beautiful thing, but it comes with a price, you know. It's like, am I living my life? Am I living my life to its fullest? I think that's kind of the biggest question that I was trying to process through this record is loving where I am and loving what I'm doing, but also wanting to make sure that I am living for me and making the decisions that allow me to do that sort of thing, because time goes so fast, you know. Look, I'm going to be 37 this week.
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank you. So, you know, just sort of processing the past and forgiving and letting go of things and accepting and taking control of my destiny. I think all of those are wrapped up in the lyrics.
Nice. Well, if that is what is going on for you internally, or what was happening in 2019, and then this is, the circumstance of the entire world is kind of the silver lining in it, is that, you know, family has become so much more important, and we're, for better or for worse, just around each other at all times now. So perhaps you got some extra
the
work
universe
on.
was like, here you go.
Yeah. Well,
Stay home.
This is outstanding. Do you want to do a fourth today?
Yeah.
Yes, I'd love to hear it.
This is the first single that we released from the record, although it was in 2019 when it was released. We planned to release the record much earlier this year than we did. But nevertheless, this song is called Dark Horse.
Come alive, call to say you're on the way over. See me try to turn my gaze any other way. All this time I dance, I feel a mystery growing, too much for one to hold and not to say. Come knocking on my door, I'm home, no I can't wait no more. Alone, dark horse, you don't have to hide. Dark horse, take me for a ride. See your face, get ideas for now and forever. Tell the truth, I never wanted anything more. Come knocking on my door, I'm home, no I can't wait no more. Alone, dark horse, you don't have to hide. Dark horse, take me for a ride. You don't have to hide, dark horse. Take me for a dark horse, dark horse, dark horse, dark horse.
Lera, thank you. Todd, thank you. This has been a total pleasure. That was 4 songs from On My Own. It's out in the world right now, and this has been awesome. Enjoy the rest of this snowy Nashville day. This is
Thanks.
crazy.
You too.
Yeah. I got on the plane in New York, and it was 62, and now it's snowing. So there's that. It's like collecting out there in
Wow,
the
really?
parking
That's
lot.
exciting.
Yeah, I don't know if this is normal for here, but it's crazy. Enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of your week. Thank you again for sharing the music with us
Thank you
today.
guys. Thanks for having us.
All right. See ya.
Bye.